Ready?
Stand and stretch. This is a new study. It's just her colleague at UNLV in Vegas is doing a study of sport and the reception and adaptation as a response. Yeah. Well, I was all
So in my fourth grade classroom, we have been studying character traits. And when we study character traits, we're also trying to pull evidence from the text that supports the character trait that we choose to support our main character. Okay. So the tech tool that I'm going to be showing them today is called bubble.us. I don't know how else you would say it. So what I need you guys to do first is to open up your Safari or Internet Explorer. And in the search bar up at the top, I need you to type www.bubbl.us. And go ahead and hit enter. And that'll take you to this page. And if you get a little box that pops up in the middle there, just go ahead and hit allow. It's the one with the green check on it. And right in the center of your screen, you should see a box that says Start Brainstorming. Flora, do you see that?
Got it.
Okay, go ahead and click on that for me. So what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be making a mind map. And there are going to be three parts to our mind map. The first part is we need to know who the character is. What character are we talking about? The second part that we're going to be doing is what character traits can we find that really describe this character? And then the third part is we need to find evidence from the text that proves these character traits for our character. So first I handed out to you a character trait list here. So we're just going to review some of the character traits that we've gone over before. And when we're reading our text today, I want you to be thinking about these and thinking which of these do you think describes your character. And if you can think of anything else, feel free. You don't have to feel limited to this, okay? So some of the character traits we've talked about already are respectful. Somebody who's respectful is somebody who has shows value and treats others with respect. Somebody who is responsible. Somebody who shows kindness. Somebody who shows perseverance is somebody who completes a task even though it might be challenging or difficult. Somebody who is self-disciplined is somebody who controls their own behaviors and their own emotions. And we have somebody who's honest, which we all know because we're all honest people here, and a fair person. So while I'm reading this, I want you to really be thinking about those character traits and which of these character traits do you think describe the main character in this story. So the story we're going to be reading today is about Rosa Parks. This is a little bit biography about her. So if you all just want to focus your eyes on the text. It says, Rosa Parks sparked the start of the civil rights movement when she refused to give her seat on a bus to a white man. Her courageous act led to the end of segregation in America. Rosa grew up in the segregated city of Montgomery, Alabama. Up to the age of 11, her mother, who was a school teacher, taught her. Later, she attended an all-black school for girls. She was used to obeying the laws that separated whites from blacks, even though she found those laws humiliating. In 1933, Rosa married Raymond Parks. She became a seamstress and held various jobs over the years. She was well respected in the black community for her work as secretary of the local chapter of the NAACP. She was also an active member of the Montgomery Voters League, a group that helped black citizens register to vote. By 1955, Parks had found her own quiet way to protest segregation. Rather than take the blacks-only elevator in a building, Rosa would take the stairs. She also avoided traveling by bus, preferring to walk home from work when she was not too tired. At that time, segregation laws ruled that blacks could not sit in the first 3 rows of bus. Whenever the white section in the front of the bus was full, black passengers had to give up their seats and stand. On the evening of December 1st, 1955, Mrs. Parks was feeling tired after a long day of work. She found a seat in the middle of a crowded bus and sat down. When a white man boarded and could not find a seat in the front, he demanded that Rosa give her seat to him. But this time, Rosa would not get up. She was just too tired. More than that, she was tired of being a second-class citizen. Parks was quickly arrested and put in jail. When the community learned of her arrest, Martin Luther King Jr., a Montgomery preacher, organized a bus boycott to protest her treatment. For more than a year, blacks refused to ride the Montgomery buses. After a long court battle, the U.S. Supreme Court ruled that the bus laws were illegal. Soon, people in other cities followed Montgomery's example and protested the segregation laws. Parks had started far more than a bus boycott. The civil rights movement was underway. In 1979, Rosa Parks was awarded the Springer Medal, the NAACP's highest award. In 1999, she was given the Presidential Medal of Freedom. Today, Mrs. Parks is celebrated for her heroic achievements as the mother of the civil rights movement. So as you were reading that, you should have kind of gotten a picture of how Rosa Parks was like, and come up with some character traits that you felt described her. So now we want to transfer those thoughts onto our mind map. Okay. So one trait that I would use to describe Rosa Parks is inspiring. Okay. And I'm going to use that and put that onto my mind map here. But first we need to create the layout for our mind map. So what I need you guys to do is I need you to make sure that you are clicked in that little yellow square right in the middle, sorry, rectangle. Okay? If you got that, go ahead and hold down the control button in the lower left-hand corner of the keyboard and hit enter at the same time. A green box should appear below that. Did you get that, Yania? Yes? Okay. Make sure you're still clicked in that green box. Go ahead and do the same thing one more time. Control enter. And another green box should pop up below that. Give me a thumbs up if you had that. Thank you. But we need 3 strands to our mind map because we're going to have 3 different character traits to describe Rosa Parks. So to create another strand, I want you to go back up to the yellow box. Click right there into center just like we started off. Hold down control enter one more time. You should have another green box gone. And control enter again. Let me come around and check to make sure you guys have that. Great. And we're going to do it one more time just so we have a 3rd strand. Make sure you click up in the yellow box here, control enter, and control enter. So we should have 7 boxes all together. But since here in the middle, I want you to delete where it says start here and go ahead and write character right in there. And then hit enter, and I want you to write Rosa Parks. And click on the first green box to the left, and I want you to write traits. Great, and we're going to do the same thing for the next 2 boxes here on the same level. And since we know that we need some evidence to support our trait, the last box is going to be evidence. But one problem that I'm noticing with this is that all the boxes at the bottom, they're all green. And that's kind of going to be a little bit confusing for me. So I'm going to change the color of the evidence boxes. You can choose whatever color you want to for this. But click anywhere in the background, in the white background, just like this. And then hold your cursor over the box. Another box should pop up. And you see where it says color? Go ahead and click on that. And then choose a different color. Just and do that for all the boxes that say evidence. And so this is where we would go ahead and choose our character traits, and we would find evidence from the text to go ahead and support that. So we'll be continuing this lesson later.